One Piece is a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Eiichiro Oda. It has been serialized in Shueisha's shonen manga magazine, Weekly Shonen Jump, since July 1997, with its individual chapters compiled in 107 tankobon volumes as of November 2023. The story follows the adventures of Monkey D. Luffy and his crew, the Straw Hat Pirates, where he explores the Grand Line in search of the mythical treasure known as the One Piece, in order to become the next king of the pirates. The manga spawned a media franchise, having been adapted into a festival film by Production IG, and an anime series by Toei Animation, which began broadcasting in 1999. Additionally, Toei has developed 14 animated feature films, 1 original video animation, and 13 television specials. Several companies have developed various types of merchandising and media, such as a trading card game and numerous video games. The manga series was licensed for an English-language release in North America and the United Kingdom by Viz Media, and in Australia by Madman Entertainment. The anime series was licensed by 4Kids Entertainment for an English-language release in North America in 2004, before the license was dropped and subsequently acquired by Funimation in 2007. One Piece has received praise for its storytelling, world-building, art, characterization, and humor. It has received many awards and is ranked by critics, reviewers, and readers as one of the best manga of all time. By December 2023, it had over 523.2 million copies in circulation in 61 countries and regions worldwide, making it the best-selling manga series in history and the best-selling comic series printed in book volume. Several volumes of the manga have broken publishing records, including the highest initial print run of any book in Japan. In 2015 and 2022, One Piece set the Guinness World Record for the most copies published for the same comic book series by a single author. It was the best-selling manga for 11 consecutive years, from 2008 to 2018, and is the only manga that had an initial print of volumes of above 3 million continuously for more than 10 years, as well as the only that had achieved more than 1 million copies sold in all of its over 100 published tankobon volumes. One Piece is the only manga whose volumes have ranked first every year in Oricon's weekly comic chart existence since 2008. The globe of the One Piece world. The world of One Piece is populated by humans and other races such as dwarves, more akin to fairies in size, giants, merfolk, fishmen, long-limbed tribes, long-necked people known as the snake-neck tribe, and animal people known as minks. The world is governed by an intercontinental organization known as the World Government, consisting of dozens of member countries. The Navy is the sea military branch of the World Government that protects the known seas from pirates and other criminals. There is also Cypher Pol, which is a group of agencies within the World Government that are their secret police. While pirates are major opponents against the government, the ones who really challenge their rule are the Revolutionary Army, who seeks to overthrow them. The central tension of the series pits the World Government and their forces against pirates. The series regularly emphasizes moral ambiguity over the label pirate, which includes cruel villains, but also any individuals that do not submit to the World Government's authoritarian and often morally ambiguous rule. The One Piece world also has supernormal characteristics like devil fruits, JP1, which are mysterious fruits that grant whoever eats them transformative powers. Another supernatural power is Haki JP2, which grants its users enhanced willpower, observation, and fighting abilities, and it is one of the only effective methods of inflicting bodily harm on certain devil fruit users. The world itself consists of 2 vast oceans divided by a massive mountain range called the Red Line. Within the oceans is a second global phenomenon known as the Grand Line, JP4, which is a sea that runs perpendicular to the Red Line and is bounded by the Calm Belt, strips of calm ocean infested with huge ship-eating monsters known as Sea Kings. These geographical barriers divide the world into 4 seas: North Blue, East Blue, West Blue, and South Blue. Passage between the 4 seas and the Grand Line is therefore difficult. Unique and mystical features enable transport between the seas, such as the use of sea prism stone employed by government ships to mask their presence as they traverse the Calm Belt, or the Reverse Mountain, where water from the 4 seas flows uphill before merging into a rapidly flowing and dangerous canal that enters the Grand Line. The Grand Line itself is split into two separate halves, with the Red Line between being Paradise and the New World. Further information: list of One Piece chapters. The series focuses on Monkey D. Luffy, a young man made of rubber after unintentionally eating a devil fruit, who sets off on a journey from the East Blue Sea to find the deceased king of the pirates, Gol D. Roger's ultimate treasure known as the One Piece, and take over his prior title. In an effort to organize his own crew, the Straw Hat Pirates, Luffy rescues and befriends a pirate hunter and swordsman named Roronoa Zoro, and they head off in search of the titular treasure. They are joined in their journey by Nami, a money-obsessed thief and navigator, Usopp, a sniper and compulsive liar, and Sanji, an amorous but chivalrous cook. They acquire a ship, the Going Merry, later replaced by the Thousand Sunny, and engage in confrontations with notorious pirates. As Luffy and his crew set out on their adventures, others join the crew later in the series, including Tony Chopper, an anthropomorphized reindeer doctor, Nico Robin, an archaeologist and former Baroque works assassin, Frankie, a cyborg shipwright, Brook, a skeleton musician and swordsman, and Jimbei, a whale shark-type fishman and former member of the Seven Warlords of the Sea, who becomes their helmsman. Together, they encounter other pirates, bounty hunters, criminal organizations, revolutionaries, secret agents, different types of scientists, soldiers of the morally ambiguous world government, and various other friends and foes as they sail the seas in pursuit of their dreams. Production concept and creation. Eiichiro Oda's interest in pirates began in his childhood, watching the animated series Vicky the Viking, which inspired him to want to draw a manga series about pirates. The reading of pirate biographies influenced Oda to incorporate the characteristics of real-life pirates into many of the characters in One Piece. For example, the character Marshall D. Teach is based on and named after the historical pirate Edward Blackbeard Teach. Apart from the history of piracy, Oda's biggest influence is Akira Toriyama and his series Dragon Ball, which is one of his favorite manga. He was also inspired by The Wizard of Oz, claiming not to endure stories where the reward of adventure is the adventure itself, opting for a story where travel is important. But even more important is the goal. While working as an assistant to Nobuhiro Watsuki, Oda began writing One Piece in 1996. It started as two one-shot stories entitled Romance Dawn, which would later be used as the title for One Piece's first chapter and volume. They both featured the character of Luffy, and included elements that would appear later in the main series. The first of these short stories was published in August 1996 in Akamaru Jump, and later in One Piece Red. The second was published in the 41st issue of Weekly Shonen Jump in 1996, and reprinted in 1998 in Oda's short story collection, Wanted. In an interview with TBS, Takanori Asada, the original editor of One Piece, revealed that the manga was rejected by Weekly Shonen Jump 3 times before Shueisha agreed to publish the series. Development when creating the devil fruit. Oda thinks of something that would fulfill a human desire. He added that he does not see why he would draw a devil fruit, unless the fruit's appearance would entice one to eat it. The names of many special attacks, as well as other concepts in the manga, consist of a form of punning in which phrases written in kanji are paired with an idiosyncratic reading. The names of some characters' techniques are often mixed with other languages, and the names of several of Zoro's sword techniques are designed as jokes. They look fearsome when read by sight, but sound like kinds of food when read aloud. For example, Zoro's signature move is onigiri, which is written as demon cut, but is pronounced the same as rice ball in Japanese. Eisaku Inoue, the animation director, has said that the creators did not use these kanji readings in the anime since they might have cut down the laughs by about half. Nevertheless, Konosuke Uda, the director, said that he believes that the creators made the anime pretty close to the manga. Oda revealed that he originally planned One Piece to last 5 years, and that he had already planned the ending. However, he found it would take longer than he had expected, as Oda realized that he liked the story too much to end it in that period of time. In 2016, 19 years after the start of serialization, the author said that the manga has reached 65% of the story he intends to tell. In July 2018, on the occasion of the 21st anniversary of One Piece, Oda said that the manga has reached 80% of the plot while in January 2019, he said that One Piece is on its way to the conclusion, but that it could exceed the 100th volume. In August 2019, Oda said that, according to his predictions, the manga will end between 2024 and 2025. However, Oda stated that the ending would be what he had decided in the beginning. He's committed to seeing it through. In a television special aired in Japan, Oda said he would be willing to change the ending if the fans were to be able to predict it. In August 2020, Shueisha announced in the year's 35th issue of Weekly Shonen Jump that One Piece was headed toward the upcoming final saga. On January 4th, 2021, One Piece reached its 1000th chapter. In June 2022, Oda announced that the manga would enter a one-month break to prepare for its 25th anniversary and its final saga, set to begin with the release of Chapter 1054. The first English translation of One Piece was released by Viz Media in November 2002, who published its chapters in the manga anthology Shonen Jump, and later collected in volumes since June 30th, 2003. In 2009, Viz announced the release of 5 volumes per month during the first half of 2010 to catch up with the serialization in Japan. Following the discontinuation of the print Shonen Jump, Viz began releasing One Piece chapter-wise in its digital successor, Weekly Shonen Jump, on January 30th, 2012. Following the digital Weekly Shonen Jump's cancellation, in December 2018, Viz Media started simultaneously publishing One Piece through its Shonen Jump service, and by Shueisha through Manga Plus in January 2019. In the United Kingdom, the volumes were published by Gollancz Manga, starting in March 2006, until Viz Media took it over after the 14th volume. In Australia and New Zealand, the English volumes have been distributed by Madman Entertainment since November 10th, 2008. In Poland, Japonica Polonica Fantastica is publishing the manga, Glenet in France, Panini Comics in Mexico, LARP Editores, and later by Ivrea in Argentina, Planeta de Libros in Spain, Edizioni Star Comics in Italy, and Sangatsu Manga in Finland. Spin-offs and crossovers. Oda teamed up with Akira Toriyama to create a single crossover of One Piece and Toriyama's Dragon Ball. Entitled Cross Epic, the one-shot was published in the December 25th, 2006 issue of Weekly Shonen Jump and the April 2011 issue of the English Shonen Jump. Oda collaborated with Mitsutoshi Shimabukuro, author of Toriko, for a crossover one-shot of their series titled Taste of the Devil Fruit, which ran in the April 4th, 2011 issue of Weekly Shonen Jump. The spin-off series One Piece Party, written by Iondo in a super-deformed art style, began serialization in the January 2015 issue of Saikyo Jump. Its final chapter was published on Shonen Jump Plus on February 2nd, 2021. In December 2023, at the Jump Festa 24 event, it was announced that Wit Studio would be producing a remake of the anime series for Netflix, starting back from the East Blue story arc, to commemorate the 25th anniversary of the anime. The remake series is titled The One Piece. 14 animated theatrical films based on the One Piece series have been released. The films are typically released in March to coincide with the spring vacation of Japanese schools. The films feature self-contained, completely original plots, or alternate retellings of story arcs with animation of a higher quality than what the weekly anime allows. The first 3 films were typically double features paired up with other anime films and were thus usually an hour or less in length. The films themselves offer contradictions in both chronology and design that make them incompatible with a single continuity. Funimation has licensed the 8th, 10th, and 12th films for release in North America, and these films have received in-house dubs by the company. The One Piece franchise has been adapted into multiple video games published by subsidiaries of Bandai and later as part of Bandai Namco Entertainment. The games have been released on a variety of video game, handheld consoles, and mobile devices. The video games feature role-playing games and fighting games such as the titles of the Grand Battle Meta series. The series debuted on July 19, 2000, with From TV Animation. One Piece: Become the Pirate King. Over 40 games have been produced based on the franchise, 76. Additionally, One Piece characters and settings have appeared in various Shonen Jump crossover games, such as Battle Stadium Dawn, Jump Superstars, Jump Ultimate Stars, J-Stars Victory VS, and Jump Force. Music soundtracks have been released that are based on songs that premiered in the series. Kohei Tanaka and Shiro Hamaguchi composed the score for One Piece. Various theme songs and character songs were released on a total of 51 singles. 8 compilation albums and 17 soundtrack CDs have been released featuring songs and themes that were introduced in the series. On August 11th, 2019, it was announced that the musical group Sakuramen is collaborating with Kohei Tanaka to compose music for the anime's Wano Country story arc. Light novels. A series of light novels was published based on the first festival film, certain episodes of the anime television series, and all but the first feature film. They feature artwork by Oda and are written by Tatsuya Hamasaki. The first of these novels, One Piece, Defeat the Pirate Ganzak, was released on June 3, 1999. One Piece. Logtown. Chapter followed on July 17, 2000, as an adaptation of the anime television series Logtown story arc. The first feature film to be adapted was Clockwork Island Adventure on March 19, 2001. The second, and so far last, light novel adaptation of an anime television series, Arc, One Piece, Thousand-Year Dragon Legend, was published on December 25, 2001. The adaptation of Chopper's Kingdom on the Island of Strange Animals was released on March 22, 2002, and that of Dead End Adventure on March 10, 2003. Curse of the Sacred Sword followed on March 22, 2004, and Baron Omatsuri and the Secret Island on March 14, 2005. The light novel of The Giant Mechanical Soldier of Karakuri Castle was released on March 6, 2006, and that of The Desert Princess and the Pirates, Adventures in Alabasta on March 7, 2007. A novel adaptation of episodes of Chopper Plus, Bloom in the Winter, Miracle Cherry Blossom was released on February 25, 2008. Art and guidebooks. 5 art books and 5 guidebooks for the One Piece series have been released. The first art book, One Piece, Color Walk 1, released June 2001, was also released in English by Viz Media on November 8, 2005. A second art book, One Piece, Color Walk 2, was released on November 4, 2003, and One Piece, Color Walk 3, Lion, the third art book, was released January 5, 2006. The fourth art book, subtitled Eagle, was released on March 4, 2010, and One Piece, Shark, the fifth art book, was released on December 3, 2010. Other One Piece media include a trading card game by Bandai called One Piece CCG, and a drama CD centering on the character of Nefertari Vivi, released by Avex Trax on December 26, 2002. A Hello Kitty-inspired chopper was used for several pieces of merchandise as a collaboration between One Piece and Hello Kitty. A kabuki play inspired by One Piece ran at Tokyo's Shinbashi in Bujo throughout October and November 2015. An event called One Piece Premiere Show debuted at Universal Studios Japan in 2007. The event has been held at the same location every year since 2010, except in 2020, when the event was canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic. By 2018, the event has attracted over 1 million visitors. The Bharati restaurant, modeled after the restaurant of the same name in the manga, opened in June 2013 at the Fuji Television headquarters. An indoor theme park located inside the Tokyo Tower called the Tokyo One Piece Tower, which includes some attractions, shops, and restaurants, opened on March 13, 2015. One Piece is the first ever manga series to hold a dome tour, in which events were held from March 25, 27, 2011, at the Kyocera Dome in Osaka, and from April 27, May 1st of the same year at the Tokyo Dome. In 2014, the first One Piece exhibition in South Korea was held at the War Memorial of Korea, and the second exhibition in Hongikdae Hango Art Center. In 2015, a One Piece Trompe l'Oeil exhibition was held at the Hong Kong 3D Museum. One Piece on Ice, episode of Alabaster, premiered on August 11, 2023, in Yokohama, starring two-time reigning world champion Shoma Uno in the lead role of Monkey D. Luffy, and junior world champion Marin Honda as Princess Vivi. Other cast members included Four Continents champion Nobunari Oda, Kazuki Tomono, Keiji Tanaka, Koshiro Shimada, and Rika Hongo. Sales One Piece is the best-selling manga series in history. In 2012, Oricon, a Japanese company that began its own annual manga sales ranking chart in year 2008, reported that the series was the first to sell 100 million copies. The company does not report on sales figures before April 2008. The series had over 300 million copies in circulation by November 2013. It had over 440 million copies in circulation worldwide by May 2018, 460 million copies by December 2019, 470 million copies by April 2020, 480 million copies in circulation in 43 countries worldwide by February 2021. It reached 490 million copies in print worldwide by July 2021, and 516.6 million copies by August 2022. As of December 2023, the manga had an estimated 523.2 million copies in circulation worldwide. One Piece was the best-selling manga series for 11 consecutive years, from 2008 until 2018. In 2019, the manga did not top the chart for the first time in 12 years, ranking second in the annual manga sales ranking with over 10.1 million copies sold, although it remained as the best-selling manga by volume in its 12th consecutive year. It was the third best-selling manga series in 2020, with over 7.7 million copies sold, while volumes 95-97 were the 23rd, 25th best-selling manga volumes of 2020, behind the first 22 volumes of Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. In 2021, it was the sixth best-selling manga with over 7 million copies sold, while volumes 98, 99, and 100 were the 6th, 8th, and 9th best-selling manga volumes, respectively. It was the fourth best-selling manga series in 2022, with over 10.3 million copies sold. Volumes 101-104 were among the 10 best-selling manga volumes of the year. It was the fifth best-selling manga series in the first half of 2023, period between November 2022 and May 2023, with over 3.5 million copies sold, while Volume 105 was the best-selling manga volume from the same period. Volume 104 placed 19th. Volumes 105-107 were among the best-selling manga volumes of 2023. Individual volumes of One Piece have broken publishing and sales records in Japan. In 2009, the 56th volume had a print run of 2.85 million, the highest initial print run of any manga by then. The 57th volume had a print run of 3 million in 2010, a record that was broken several times by subsequent volumes. The 60th volume had a first print run of 3.4 million and was the first book to sell over 2 million copies in its opening week on Oricon book rankings, and later became the first book to sell over 3 million copies in Oricon's history. In 2012, the 67th volume had an initial print run of 4.05 million, holding the record of the volume with the highest number of copies in the first print. One Piece is the only manga that had an initial print of volumes of above 3 million continuously for more than 10 years. In May 2023, it was reported that each of the 105 volumes, published by then, had sold over 1 million copies. Additionally, One Piece is the only work whose volumes have ranked first every year in Oricon's weekly comic chart existence since 2008. One Piece has also sold well in North America, charting on Publishers Weekly's list of best-selling comics for April-May 2007, and numerous times on the New York Times manga bestseller list. On ICV2's list of top 25 manga properties, Fall 2008 for North America, which is compiled by interviews with retailers and distributors, Nielsen Bookscan's top 20 lists of graphic novels, and ICV2's own analysis of information provided by Diamond Comic Distributors, One Piece came in 15th place. It rose to second place on their top 25 manga properties Q3 2010 list. By August 2022, the manga has sold 2.9 million copies in print in North America, including single volumes and omnibus editions. Critical response. Alan Divers of Anime News Network comments in 2003 that the art style One Piece employs initially seems very cartoonish, with much of the character designs showing more North American influence than that from its Japanese origins, adding that the artwork and settings come across as timeless in their presentation. He also notes that the influence of Akira Toriyama, Dragon Ball, shines through in Oda's style of writing with its huge epic battles punctuated by a lot of humor, and that, in One Piece, he manages to share a rich tale without getting bogged down by overly complicated plots. Rebecca Silverman of the same site stated that one of the series' strengths is to blend action, humor, and heavy fare together, and praised the art, but stated that the panels could get too crowded for easy reading. The website Active Anime describes the artwork in One Piece as wonderfully quirky and full of expression. Mario Vuk from Splash Comics commented that Oda's pleasantly bright and dynamic art style suits the story's funny and exciting atmosphere. In March 2021, Mobile Suit Gundam's creator, Yoshiyuki Tomino, said in his interview that One Piece is the only manga to trust. He praised the manga, commenting, "Still, we are working in the same studio, and I saw storyboards near the photocopier. Unlike mine, those storyboards are good. But you know, among the popular manga, there is manga with very beautiful art and manga with bad art, but interesting nonetheless. And I don't trust manga with very beautiful art unless it is One Piece." After the release of the 100th volume, Weekly Shonen Jump's editor-in-chief, Hiroyuki Nakano, explained how One Piece changed the history of manga and the way of making it. Nakano said that Weekly Shonen Jump is a game of weekly popularity, and before One Piece, he aimed for something interesting this week without thinking about the next. However, the series reached overwhelming popularity due to its style that involves a story concept and detailed hints, adding that the series had a huge impact on other series. Nakano lauded Oda for his overwhelming passion, talent, and power, and his unwavering will to deliver a story to boys and girls, adding that he goes far beyond the reader's expectations with the belief in "don't fool the reader," and there is something interesting ahead of it. Merchandise. The brand made more than $1 billion in retail sales in Japan by 2004. Awards and accolades. One Piece was nominated for the 23rd Kodansha Manga Award in the Shonen category in 1999. It was a finalist for the Tezuka Osamu Cultural Prize 3 times in a row from 2000 to 2002, with the highest number of fan nominations in the first 2 years. The manga was nominated for Favorite Manga Series in Nickelodeon Magazine's 2009 Comics Awards. In 2012, the series won the 41st Japan Cartoonists Association Award Grand Prize, alongside Kimuchi Yokoyama's Neko Darake. In 2014, the series received the 18th Yomiuri Advertising Awards Golden Medal. It also won the 34th Newspaper Advertising Award in the Advertising category, and the 67th Advertising Dentsu Award in Newspaper Advertising Planning category. In a poll conducted by Oricon in 2008 about the most moving, touching manga ever, One Piece ranked first in both male and female categories. In another 2008 poll by Oricon, Japanese teenagers voted it the most interesting manga. On Tencent's anime and manga web portal, One Piece ranked first in a poll of must-read manga for the younger generation in China. In a poll conducted by eBook Japan in 2014 about manga that children want to read for Children's Reading Day by the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science, and Technology, the series also ranked first. On June 15, 2015, it was announced that Eiichiro Oda and One Piece had set the Guinness World Record for the most copies published for the same comic book series by a single author, with 320,866,000 copies printed worldwide by December 2014. It updated the record on August 4, 2022, when it reached over 500 million copies in circulation worldwide in both print and digital copies, 416,566,000 in Japan, and 100 million copies in 60 countries and territories outside of Japan. The series ranked fourth on the first annual Tsutaya Comic Awards All-Time Best section in 2017. In 2021, TV Asahi announced the results of its manga general election poll, in which 150,000 people voted for their most favorite manga. One Piece ranked first on the list. In 2014, the One Piece premiere summer event received the Best Overall Production Award from the International Association of Amusement Parks and Attractions. Cultural impact. As part of an effort to help Kumamoto Prefecture recover from the 2016 earthquakes, Oda helped set up 10 statues of the Straw Hat Pirates around the prefecture. Luffy was the first statue to be unveiled in front of the Kumamoto Prefectural Government Office on November 30th, 2018. Jinbei was the last statue, unveiled at Sumiyoshi Kaigan Park on July 23, 2022. At the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, Greek athlete Miltiadis Tentoglou performed a gear second pose before winning a gold medal in the men's long jump competition. A gene in the fruit fly, Drosophila melanogaster, was named Baramycin, partly taking inspiration from the One Piece character Buggy. The gene encodes a protein that is split up into multiple parts. A testate amoeba genus was named Alabasta, partly in reference to the One Piece kingdom of Alabasta, also known as the Kingdom of Sand, a desert kingdom located on Sandy Island in the Paradise region.